She posted a TikTok, "When your man finally acts right after you train him." I commented, "Final performance." Then blocked her on everything. Her duet asking, "Why'd he block me?" got more views. Original post. 33 male. Guess I'm just done. I'm a pretty quiet guy. I'm a data analyst. I like my routines. I like building custom keyboards. I like my cat, Pascal. And I like quiet nights in. My girlfriend, Maya, 29, is not that. She's an aspiring lifestyle influencer, which is fine. I thought it was kind of cute, her setting up her ring light to talk about face masks. We've been together 3 years. She moved into my condo about 18 months ago, and slowly, things started to change. It started small. My favorite graphic tees were slobbish. My hobby, the keyboards, was clutter. The way I ordered coffee was embarrassing. She wasn't just suggesting things. She was improving me. She called it optimizing our life. I called it annoying. Lately, it's been all about her brand. She needed my space for her content. My living room became her studio. My cat became her aesthetic accessory. And I became her project. The breaking point came over a synthesizer. I wanted a specific vintage-style synth for years. It's expensive, but I'm careful with money. I saved for it. I finally pulled the trigger last week. When the box arrived, Maya had a full-blown meltdown. "What is that?" she asked, like I brought roadkill into the house. "It's the synth I told you about. The one I've been saving for. Leo, it's huge. It's ugly. It doesn't match anything. Where are you going to put it? It's going to ruin my backdrop." I'm patient. I really am. I told her I'd keep it in my office, the spare bedroom. No, that's where I'm planning my new podcasting setup. This went on for an hour. Finally, a compromise was reached. I could keep my stupid, noisy toy if I agreed to fund her much-needed spa weekend retreat with her friend Zara. Fine, whatever. A $1,200 synth for a $1,500 spa weekend. The math didn't quite add up, but I wanted peace. I set up the synth in my office. I was genuinely happy. Then today, at lunch, my phone starts buzzing. A friend from college DMs me a link to TikTok. "Dude, is this for real?" I click it. It's Maya, in my office. She's got her beige throw pillows and a fluffy blanket draped over my new synthesizer. She's posing, pointing at the synth, then at herself, then making a little whipping gesture. The audio is some trending clip about getting what I want. But it's the on-screen text that made my stomach turn to ice. "When your man finally acts right after you train him." Folded hands who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Nail polish hashtag, boyfriends belike hashtag, training complete hashtag, compromise hashtag whipped. I stared at it. My synth. My office. Me, her old dog. She had 20,000 followers. My friend had seen it. My coworkers follow her. I felt hot. Just this hot chemical shame. All those little improvements. All the time she corrected me in public. All the compromises. It was training. And she was bragging about it. My fingers moved before my brain caught up. I typed one comment. Final performance. Then I went to her profile. Block. TikTok. Block. Instagram. Block. WhatsApp. Block. Phone number. Block. I left work. Told my boss I had a sudden plumbing emergency. I drove home, my hands shaking, not with rage, but with clarity. It was like a switch had been flipped. She wasn't home. Out with Zara, probably celebrating her viral hit. I went to the hall closet. I pulled out her 3 expensive, hard-shell suitcases, the ones I bought her. I went to our bedroom. I packed her clothes. I went to the bathroom. I packed her 48-step skincare routine, her makeup, her ring light. I packed her laptop, her chargers, her aesthetic beige blankets. I was methodical. I didn't throw anything. I folded. I packed her supplements, her yoga mat, and the 30-odd gratitude journals she'd never written in. It took 2 hours, 8 suitcases, and 4 large boxes. I live in a condo with a secure foyer and a concierge desk. I took the elevator down, trip after trip. I neatly stacked all 8 bags and 4 boxes right by the call box. I went back upstairs. I changed the code on my electronic deadbolt. I called the concierge. "Hi, Tom. It's Leo from 1204. My girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, Maya, will be stopping by to pick up her things. They're all stacked in the foyer. She is no longer a resident. so please don't permit her access to the elevator. Her key fob has been deactivated. Tom, who has seen her yell at delivery drivers, just said, "You got it, Mr. L. Sorry to hear it." Then I sat on my sofa, poured myself a very, very large whiskey. Pascal hopped into my lap, and I waited. My phone started blowing up about 30 minutes later. Not her, she's blocked. But Zara, dozens of texts. WTF, Leo? Maya is crying. Answer your phone, you psycho. Then an email from Maya. My TikTok comment is blowing up? What did you mean? And why can't I text you? I was about to delete it when another email came. Leo, my key fob isn't working. What's going on? Let me in. This isn't funny. I opened TikTok on my laptop, not logged in. Oh, my comment, final performance, had hundreds of likes. People were catching on, but she'd already posted a new video. It was a duet with her original. She's on the side, fake crying, mascara running perfectly, looking at the camera with big, sad eyes. The text, he saw my video and blocked me on everything. What did I do wrong? I was just joking. Pleading face, hashtag, broken hashtag, help hashtag, why hashtag, heartbreak. That one was going nuclear. Way more views than the original. My comment was now buried under thousands of her fans calling me an abusive, controlling, psycho man who couldn't take a joke. My call box buzzed. I let it ring. It buzzed again and again for 10 straight minutes. This is going to be a long night. Update 1. It's been 72 hours. I'm running on caffeine and spite. Thank you for the messages. Honestly, knowing I'm not crazy is a huge help. So the buzzing. It didn't stop. After 15 minutes, Tom, the concierge, called my unit. Mr. L, she's not leaving. And her friend is yelling at me. I understand, Tom, but she's not a resident. She's trespassing. Right. I'll handle it. I went to my window. I could see them. Maya was on the call box, crying or crying. Zara was pacing, phone to her ear, probably leaving me another unhinged voicemail. Then I saw Tom go out. He pointed at the mountain of luggage. He pointed at the no loitering sign. Zara got his face. He didn't budge. Finally, they started trying to load the stuff into Zara's tiny hatchback. It was like a clown car. Suitcases sticking out the windows. Boxes tied to the roof with, God, I think that's one of my belts. It took them 45 minutes. They left a trail of beige cushions. I thought that was it. I was wrong. The entitlement was just warming up. The next morning, I got an email. Not from Maya, from her mother. Subject, what you have done to my daughter. It was a novel. How I was a cold-hearted monster. How Maya loved me and nurtured me. How I threw her out on the street like trash into a gated condo foyer to be driven off in a friend's car, but details. The best part. You know she is sensitive. Her brand is her life, and you have destroyed her reputation with your cruel, childish comment. You owe her an apology and compensation for her lost followers. I didn't reply. Then came Maya's email. Subject, list of MY property. You are illegally holding. It was a numbered list. My 75-inch television. The Vitamix blender. The brand name espresso machine. The leather sofa. My half of the security deposit. The antique armoire in the guest room. $5,000 for emotional distress and damages to my brand. My blood pressure spiked. I bought the TV before I met her. The blender was a housewarming gift for my parents. The sofa was mine. The espresso machine was mine. It's my condo. I own it. There is no security deposit. And the armoire? That was the kicker. It was my grandmother's. It's been in my family for 60 years. She called it cluttered and creepy until she realized it was a good place to store her 200 pairs of shoes. I took a breath. I logged into my accounts. I pulled the receipts for the TV, the sofa, the espresso machine. I found the email from my parents about the blender. I replied, Maya, attached are the receipts in my name for the items you've mistaken as your own. The condo is my property, so there is no deposit to return. The armoire is a family heirloom, which you know. Your personal belongings were returned in full. This is the final communication I will have with you regarding this matter. Any further contact will be considered harassment. I hit send. I felt nothing, just tired. But the TikTok, oh, the TikTok. Her "Why'd he block me?" video was massive. Millions of views. I was the internet's main character, and I was the villain. My Instagram, which is private, was flooded with follow requests from troll accounts. Leo the abuser, Maya's psycho ex. She was eating it up, posting more tearful videos from Zara's couch. He won't even talk to me. He threw my things out in the rain. It was a clear night. I just want my things back. He stole my grandmother's armoire. She did not. She told her millions of followers I stole her grandmother's armoire. The one that's mine. This was a new level. This wasn't just a breakup. This was slander. I called my sister, who's a lawyer. Hey, I said, I think I'm in trouble. She listened. She's not a litigator, but she's smart. Leo, she's libeling you. And the training video? That's her defense. Download it. Download everything. Her videos, the comments, everything. Get screenshots of her mother's email, her email. Right now. So I did. I spent all night saving evidence. And then I found it. Maya's brand is also a blog. A lifestyle blog. She'd been journaling her journey. A post from 6 months ago, the project, it was a whole entry about her new project. Me. How she was taking on the challenge of molding a diamond in the rough. How she was slowly curating his life, from his wardrobe to his hobbies. She wrote, "It's hard work, but training a man is just like training a puppy. You have to be firm, consistent, and reward good behavior, like when he surprised me with that spa trip after I let him buy that ugly music thing." She laid it all out. She put in writing. I saved the page as a PDF. I sent it to my sister. Her reply, "Oh, honey, she's not just an influencer. She's an idiot. Hold on to this. You're going to need it." The next day, I got a call from the local police. "Mr. L, we've received a complaint from a Ms. Maya, last name. She's requesting a police escort to your residence to retrieve her personal property, which she claims you are holding hostage. Specifically, a family heirloom." My heart hammered. This is what she wanted. To show up with cops, humiliate me, and have her fans see her win. I took a deep breath. "Officer, I'd be happy to cooperate. But her claims are false. All 12 of her bags and boxes were retrieved by her 48 hours ago. The item she's referring to is my family heirloom. And I have extensive proof that this is a retaliatory action." The cop sighed. He sounded tired. "Sir, we just have to check. Can you be at your residence in 20 minutes? This was happening. Update 2. This is now a legal matter, so I'm being careful. But it's been a month, and the absolute nerve of this woman is astounding." So the cops. 2 officers showed up. A younger guy and an older woman, Officer Benteen. She looked like she'd seen everything and was bored by all of it. Maya and Zara were waiting in the lobby, phone out, probably filming for evidence. Maya was in floods of tears. "That's him," she cried, pointing at me. "He stole my grandmother's armoire." Officer Benteen looked at me. "Sir, can we come up? We just need to verify the property." "Of course, officer. Please." My ex, however, is not welcome in my home. She is trespassing. Maya shrieked. "It's my home, too. I'll sue you." "Is she on the lease or title, sir?" "No, officer. She is not. She was a guest." Benteen nodded. "Ma'am, you and your friend will wait in the lobby." The cops rode the elevator with me. I was shaking. I'm just a normal guy. I've never been in trouble. I felt like a criminal in my own home. This is the realism of it, I guess. Her, the crying woman, is the victim. Me, the calm man, is the suspect. We walked in. "So where's this armoire?" Benteen asked. "In my office," I said. I opened the door. There it was. "That's it," I said. The younger cop looked it over. "Okay, so she says it's hers. You say it's yours. It's a civil matter, sir. We can't take it." "Understand," I said. "But it's not just a he said, she said situation. She's lying, and I can prove it." Benteen crossed her arms. "Prove it how?" I pulled out my phone. "First, this is the email she sent me, listing the armoire as antique armoire in the guest room. No mention of it being an heirloom." I showed her. "Second, this is a photo album. This is my grandmother standing next to it, in her house in 1983. I showed her. "This is an email from my father from 2018, arranging the delivery of your grandmother's armoire to my condo when I bought it. I showed her. And finally, officer, this is a public blog post she wrote where she calls it that creepy old cabinet I refuse to get rid of. I showed her. Bentine read the blog post. Her expression didn't change, but her eyes, she was pissed. She scrolled up. She saw the other post. The Project L1. She read the training a puppy line. She looked at me. Sir, has she threatened you? She's slandering me to millions of people online. Her fans are sending me death threats. She's trying to get me fired by tagging my company's corporate partners. She's claiming I'm an abuser. All because I commented final performance on a video where she called me her trained dog. Bentine nodded slowly. I see. She turned to the younger cop. Stay here. She rode the elevator down. I waited. 5 minutes later, she came back up. Okay, Mr. L, here's what's happening. I've informed Ms. Last Name that based on your evidence, this is not a civil matter, but a potential case of filing a false police report, which is a crime. I've also informed her that her online activity constitutes harassment and libel. I was stunned. What did she say? She and her friend are currently being issued formal warnings for harassment. If they contact you, your family, or your place of work again, they will be arrested. She demanded I be arrested for siding with my abuser. I advised her to retain a lawyer. Now, I suggest you do the same and file a restraining order. Have a good day. And they left. I called my sister. She got me a referral to a real lawyer. Alani. She's a shark. Alani read everything. The TikToks, the blog, the emails, the police report. She smiled. It was terrifying. Leo, she said, this woman's entire brand is built on lies. And she's meticulously documented those lies with timestamps for us. Her Project L blog post is an admission of intentional infliction of emotional distress. Her Why'd He Block Me video is clear-cut defamation. Her email demanding your property is attempted fraud. And her police complaint is a false report. She sent a cease and desist letter to Maya so fast it made my head spin. It cited the police report. It cited the blog posts. It cited the emails. It demanded a full, public retraction of all defamatory statements, including the stolen armoire and the immediate deletion of all videos and posts concerning me. If she refused, we would file a civil suit for defamation, harassment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, seeking damages for the harm to my reputation. Maya's response? A new TikTok. She didn't show the CND. She just cried. He's suing me now. He's trying to take away my voice. This is what happens when you try to leave an abuser. He's using his money to silence me. She was spinning the restraining order as proof of his control. She was trying to martyr herself. Her followers ate it up. They started a hashtag. Hashtag Justice for Maya. My company's HR inbox was flooded. My boss called me, looking pale. Leo, what is going on? The board is seeing this. I walked him through it. I showed him the police report number. I gave him Alani's card. He was supportive, but scared. Just make it stop, Leo. It was a nightmare. I was the villain in her story, and she had an army. But she made one more mistake. She was so high on her own victimhood. She thought she was untouchable. She sent Alani an email directly. Your client is a monster. I will not be silenced. I'm filing my own lawsuit, and I will be getting my television and the armoire. Alani just forwarded it to me with one comment. Good. Let her. Final update. It's over. I'm sitting in my quiet condo. It's been 6 months since this started. 6 months of legal hell. I'm not the same guy I was. I'm much more familiar with the legal system. So Maya lawyered up. She found some guy who works off a billboard. He filed a lawsuit against me for, get this, illegal eviction, theft of property, the TV, the armoire, the sofa, the blender, defamation for my final performance comment, $250,000 in damages for destroying her career as an influencer. It was insane, but we had to answer it, and Alani answered it with a countersuit. We filed for defamation per se, harassment, and fraud, and we had the receipts. All of them. The case dragged. Depositions were wild. Maya's lawyer tried to paint me as a controlling, angry man. Lawyer. Mr. L, Isn't it true you flew into a rage when you saw my client's harmless TikTok? Me, no. I commented final performance and blocked her. I packed her things. I never raised my voice. Lawyer, you packed her things. You threw her out. An act of rage. Alani, objection. Counsel is characterizing. My client was ending a relationship with a guest in his own home. It was Maya's turn. Alani, Ms. Last name, can you please read the title of your blog post from October 12th? Maya, Project L. Alani. And can you read this highlighted sentence for the court? Maya, mumbling, training a man is just like training a puppy. Alani, I'm sorry, can you speak up? Maya, louder, training a man is just like training a puppy. You have to be firm, consistent, and reward good behavior. Alani, thank you. And this puppy was Mr. L, correct? The man you are now claiming abused you? Maya, it was a joke. It was cute. Alani, is it cute to call the police and falsely claim that creepy, old cabinet you wrote about was your grandmother's heirloom? Is that a joke too? Maya's lawyer just put his head in his hands. It didn't even get to a full trial. After depositions, their lawyer called Alani. He wanted to settle. Alani said no, not unless our terms were met. Their side folded. Completely. The judge reviewed the proposed settlement. Here's the judgment. Maya's lawsuit against me was dismissed with prejudice. She can never file it again. She was ordered to issue a full public retraction on all her social media platforms, admitting her claims against me were false. She was ordered to delete every post, video, and blog entry that mentioned me, my home, or my cat. She was ordered to pay for my legal fees. All of them. She was issued a 5-year restraining order. She cannot contact me, my family, my friends, or my employer. She cannot post about me. She cannot come within 500 feet of my home or office. It was a total, complete victory. The best part? The payment of legal fees. It wasn't a small number. Maya, as it turns out, didn't have any money. Her influencer career was all smoke and gifted products. The spa weekend I'd funded, she put on my Amex card, the one I'd given her for groceries and emergencies. I'd canceled it, of course, but the charge had gone through. Alani added that to the bill. The hashtag Justice for Maya crowd went silent when her court-ordered apology went up. It was a sterile, black text and a white background post. By order of the court, I retract all statements made about Leo L. My claims of abuse were false. My claims of theft were false. I admit to creating a false narrative for social media. She had to leave it pinned for 30 days. Her followers turned on her viciously. The abuser suddenly became the victim. The hashtag Justice for Maya tag was taken over by people posting screenshots of her puppy training blog. Her brand? It's gone. Zara vanished too. Last I heard, Maya had to delete all her accounts and move back in with her parents. As for me, I'm good. My company stood by me after seeing the police report and the C&D. My boss even apologized. I sold the synth. I know. But every time I looked at it, I just felt stupid. I felt that hot, chemical shame. I sold it for a profit, actually. Used the money to pay for the first half of Alani's retainer. I bought a new couch. A really comfortable one, in a dark blue. Maya would have hated it. Pascal is asleep on it right now. I still have my grandmother's armoire. It's not creepy. It's beautiful. I'm still wary. I don't think I'll be dating for a while. It's weird to realize the person sleeping next to you is actively training you and telling the internet about it. But my condo is quiet again. It's just me and the cat. And it's not a backdrop. It's a home. Final performance. Curtain closed.